Hey everybody, just a Mongrel here. Today we're going to do another hero deck profile. Today we're going to be focusing on the newest build, which I quite like actually. This is using the new Flame Wingman and Shining Neo support, which is really cool. So starting off with the deck profile, we of course run 3 copies of Stratos, 2 copies of Shadow Mist, 1 copy of Liquid, 1 Neos. Neos isn't really a brick, but you don't really want to draw them. Otherwise, you can just skip the part with Infernal Devicer. For the Destiny lineup, we have Plasma, 2 Mali, Denier, really good recycles of Banished Malicious, 1 Dark Angel. For the Vision Hero lineup, this is essential. 3 Ferris, 1 Increase, 2 Vion. This is how you get to your Poly. You do not want to draw into Increase, otherwise you have to do a bit of workaround, and it's a bit of a pain in the ass, to be honest. But you can always play 2 Increase if you want. I personally just like the 1, just because if I were to play a second Increase, I would play a 42 card deck. But I'm not, so I just play the 1 Increase and cry about it when I draw it. And then 1 Crosskeeper. Crosskeeper's cool, but he's not searchable unless you have Rhoda or you draw into him. I've played this deck a lot recently, and I've only had him like 2 games. But the games he's in, he is kind of versatile just because he allows you to go that extra little bit. For the spells, we have Rhoda, 2 E-Call, Triple Hero Lives. I play 2 Poly again. This is kind of weird because I'm the only person that plays 2 Poly. Everybody else plays 1. I think 2 is good. But again, if you want flex spots in the deck, you can take out one of the Poly. You could take out Crosskeeper as well, just for 2 extra flex spots. Play Miracle Fusion, Searchable off Sunrise. We play 2 Mass Change. Because popping Wake Up to summon Shadow Mist, which searches Mass Change, is part of our mainline combo. We only need 2. Triple Fusion Destiny, really good card. Trap's Favorite Contact, searchable off the new Wingman stuff. Triple Imperm, Triple Evenly. This is just like 6 flex spots for hand traps or whatever if you want. Again, you could also cut Crosskeeper and one of the Polys for even more flex space or whatever. But this is just what I play. For the extra deck, we have the new Flame Wingman, Infernal Rage. We play one of the Shining Neos Wingman. Sunrise, Wake Up Your E-Hero. Your Absolute Zero, Adoration. Adoration's just kind of there. Because I have games sometimes where like I just draw really poorly, but I have a leftover Poly that I can't really go into anything important. But I'll end up like Dark Angel locking my opponent, and I just don't want a link for them to crash into. So I'll just like Poly like the link or whatever into something useful. It doesn't happen every game, but once in a while it pops up and it's useful. For the Destiny Hero lineup, we play DP, really solid card. Dystopia, Dangerous. Dangerous is there because you'll get these games where you have just like the worst hand possible, but you draw like FD, and then you can FD for like a Malicious and a Shadow Mist. Gonna search for Ferris off the Shadow Mist, and also dump with Dangerous, like dump what the hell is that card? A Denier from your deck or whatever. It's like a last ditch effort, if I can speak. But it does come in handy. Not all the time, like once out of 100 games it comes in handy, but when it comes in handy, it comes in handy. For the Massacre lineup, I play 1 Dark Claw, 1 Blast. A lot of people play like 2 Dark Claw. I think 1's fine. You can probably play 2 if you want. I think like you could cut like Adoration. It'd be perfectly fine. For Link lineup, we play Infernal Devicer, Wonder Driver, Cross Crusader, and Dread Decimator. So when you go into the combo, you want to summon Infernal Devicer, search your Neos. Then you want to use it to go into Wonder Driver because it's a Fiend, and Wonder Driver takes 2 heroes, while Cross Crusader takes 2 warriors. So you go Infernal Device, Wonder Drive, then into Cross Crusader is the mainline combo you want to go for. And Dread Decimator is just there for OTK, because sometimes you'll get games where you want to just OTK or whatever. And for the side deck, this is just my personal stuff. Honest Neos, triple Nib, triple Gamma Seal, 2 Storm, 1 Duster, triple Dark Ruler, 2 Tack. Honest Neos is in the side because it's against a really specific matchup, which I hate that this deck has so much trouble against, is Avermax being made with IP because it's indestructible. And Avermax gains attack or whatever on battle. So if you Honest Neos your hero, it has more attack than Avermax and beats it by battle. Which is the only reason why I play it, because I just don't main deck just because it's a brick. The deck already OTKs enough. It's just for this one instance that I think it's useful. And now we're just going to get into a quick combo. So this combo revolves around 2 cards, being, of course, you're going to need Stratos. It doesn't matter how you get to it. Either Hero Lives, E-Call, Rhoda, whatever, you can get to it. And then just for simplistic sake, for the combo, we're going to have Mally in our hand. So, we're going to start a turn by normal summoning Stratos. Stratos effect to search a copy of Ferris. Ferris effect to send Malicious, specialing itself from her hand. And then we're going to add Increase to the Trap Zone. Increase to tribute Ferris, specialing itself, and then specialing a Vion. Vion on summon gets a dump. We're going to dump Denier. Ideally, you want to get Malicious and Denier in the grave at the same time, just because they combo off each other real nice, and you're going to be using them to make DPE later on, if you don't have FD in hand. So we're going to banish Ferris to search Poly off of Vion. And then we're going to go into a Link summon for Infernal Devicer here. Using both Division Heroes, we're going to activate the effect of Infernal, revealing our copy of Shining Flame Wingman, or whatever it's called, which searches us a copy of Neos. We're going to Fusion Summon Neos in hand and Stratos on field into a copy of Infernal Rage. Infernal Rage on summon gets us a search. We're going to be searching for favorite content. That goes to her hand. Afterwards, we're going to banish a Malicious from her grave, specialing a copy from our deck. And then after that, we're going to go into a Wonder Driver here. We're going to activate the effect of Infernal Rage, tributing itself to special a Sunrise from our deck. Sunrise on summon, and then Wonder Driver gets us a Miracle Fusion Search. And we also get to reset our Poly in the back row. After that, we are able to go into a Cross Crusader using Wonder Driver and Sunrise. Going to special back our Malicious, and then tribute right back again for a search. For this search, we're going to be looking for a copy of Dark Angel. And now we're going to activate the effect of Denier in a grave, special summoning itself, and then recycling a banished Malicious to the top of the deck. Then we're going to banish Malicious to summon that one directly from the deck. After that, we're going to we're going to Poly here, fusing these two for a copy of DPE. After that, we're going to Miracle Fusion here. Going to banish our copy of Flame Wingman and Neos for a copy of Wake Up. We're going to DPE pop itself and then pop our Wake Up. When Wake Up is destroyed, we get to special summon a Shadow Mist directly from the deck. Shadow Mist on summons gives us a mass change. And then, because we have 3 different destinies in the grave, being Phoenix Enforcer, Denier, and Malicious, we get to special summon Dark Angel to the opponent's side of the field. And we're going to set Favorite Contact and Mass Change. During the opponent's standby phase, we're going to special back DPE. When the opponent attempts to either link away the Dark Angel or attack into our Cross Crusader, we are going to mass change for that Cross Crusader into a copy of Dark Law. After that, of course, we also have that Favorite Contact, which we can recycle our Infernal Rage and Neos back into the decks to special summon a Shining Flare Wingman, which is a beefy man, and it can pop different monsters and cards the opponent controls. So it does do pretty good. It also takes up the spot of Acid, which is really useful. So it just makes the deck slightly thinner in the extra, which is really useful. Also, because you summoned using a normal hero monster, the Shining Neos Wingman, or whatever it's called, cannot be bounced back to the hand or extra deck, which is really useful. So it cannot be outed with Unicorn, which is really useful. I've had a player try to Unicorn it, and went, no, you cannot. But yeah, that's the end board. It doesn't really look like much, but it definitely is. Multi-popping is really good. We have a DP pop. We have Spell Omni Negates. And we also have a Dark Law, which is really useful. Doesn't look like much, but it definitely does help out a lot and goes a long way. And then next turn, you're likely able to just OTK them with your Shining Flare Wingman guy thing. Yeah, that's the deck profile and combo guide. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Personally, I love this deck. This is my new favorite build of it, so I definitely want to experiment more with it. I'm going to be bringing this to locals, of course, and seeing how this goes. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about deck profile. Things I could change about it, just because I am curious about this deck and don't know too much about this current build. But it is really fun to play. It's also fairly cheap, and I highly recommend it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Yeet.